that we've got your attention. Let the games begin. Game cartridges assembling.
Greetings. Game loading. Mind your fingers. Keep working, you rust buckets. Uh-oh. I don't understand. Every day it seems to be the same problem. Ugh, revolting slob.
You know, we can learn a thing or two from even the most peculiar people. Today, for example, it looks like the revolting slob seems to be a teensy bit under the weather. Oh, what a shame. I'm afraid the revolting slob has a cold. Excuse me, Mr. Slob. I know that it was unintentional, but you really should cover your mouth when you sneeze. That's because your cold is A, combustible, B, contagious, or C, conditional. The answer is B, contagious, which means having an infection that you can give to other people. Phew! Oh,
Here.
why, thank you.
Use this.
The revolting slob has just offered me his hanky.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't accept it because it's A, unleavened, B, unhygienic, or C, unheated. The correct answer is B, unhygienic, which means the tissue is dripping with nasty germs. You know, if you want to get better, you really should drink lots of fluids. You know, drink lots of water. Oh, dear, I'm afraid you just drank your dirty dishwater.
Good.
But it won't make you better. You know, you actually look well for a revolting slob.
Party!
My, what a change! Has the revolting slob now A, recuperated, B, recorded, or C, recanted? The correct answer is A, recuperated, which means to regain one's health. Let's review, shall we? Revolting slob's cold is contagious. I can't accept his germ-infested handkerchief. That would be unhygienic. Poor slob. He's very sick.
Top of the world,
But his amazing return to health shows he has recuperated. And by the way, Mr. Slob, you might be interested in knowing that combustible can mean violent agitation causing an explosion. No slobs, contagious or otherwise, were harmed in the filming of this show.
Who's got the next game? I don't understand. Done. Poop or scoop?
Ladies and gentlemen, hey, I'm talking here. That's better. All right, it's time once again to play Poop or Scoop. Can you tell the straight scoop true from the animal poop false? Test your knowledge of the animal kingdom by separating fact from fiction. Let's get right to it with our first animal. Poop or Scoop. All spiders catch meals by using spider webs. How about it? Does every spider use a web? If you think I'm just spinning a yarn, go poop. But if you think there's no catch, go scoop. And the answer is, it's pure poop. Surprised? Well, the trapdoor spider catches insects by digging a hole, then covering it. He waits at the bottom of the hole until some unlucky creature walks right over him. Wow. Here we go, gang. Next one. Poop or Scoop. The California condor is one of the most dangerous hunters in the sky. If yes, scoop. But if you think this is strictly for the birds, vote poop. And the answer is, it's nothing but poop. You guessed it. Condors aren't great hunters. In fact, they don't kill at all. They only eat animals like cows and deer that are already dead. That kind of meat is called carrion. It's also called disgusting. Here's the next one. Poop or Scoop. Otters build mud and snow slides as quick escape routes from dangerous predators. If you believe that, go scoop. But if it sounds too slick, go poop. And pure poop it is. That's 'cause otters just want to have fun. They do slide into rivers and banks of snow, but only for the fun of it. They're one of the few wild animals that like to play as adults. They really oughter know better. This little fella's called a pangolin. Poop or Scoop. The pangolin is easy pickings for predators. What do you think? And the answer is, it's animal poop. The pangolin has scales all over its body, everywhere except on its belly and on the sides of its face. So, when it rolls up into a ball, the only thing a predator's going to get is a mouthful of armor plating. Wow. Well, kids, that's all we got for you today. If you got only one right, you're a party pooper. 2, and you're a pooper scooper. 3 makes you a super pooper scooper. If you got all 4 questions, you're what else? A super duper pooper scooper. I'm telling you, you can't get this kind of entertainment just anywhere. So please, join us again next time for Poop or Scoop.
Who's got the next game? Next game coming up.
Game cartridge loading. Check.
Distraction news on the air in 3, 2, 1.
And now, Distraction News with your anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Good evening. I'm Dora Smarmy, and welcome to Distraction News, where we give you the news and then ask you 5 questions about what we've just reported. So make sure you're not distracted. Now, our top story today, vaccination. When people get viral diseases like smallpox, measles, mumps, or chickenpox, they rarely get them again. That's because they develop an immunity. So people get a shot of some weakened or dead virus, and they can develop immunity without getting very sick. That shot is called a vaccination. The word vaccination comes from the Latin word vacca, meaning cow. What does a cow have to do with a shot? Edward Jenner, an English doctor, noticed that milkmaids got a disease from cows called cowpox, but never got smallpox. So in 1796, he took a little bit of the cowpox virus from a cow's udder and put it in a person. In other words, he vaccinated that person. This vaccine has been so successful that smallpox no longer exists. The last documented case of someone getting the disease was in 1977. Today, we use vaccination methods to make sure that we don't get other viral diseases, like polio, measles, and the flu. Let's see how well you were able to remember the facts, and be sure to count how many you get right. When people get viral diseases, they rarely get them again because they don't like being sick, miss too much school, or develop an immunity. The correct answer is develop an immunity. The Latin word vacca means virus, cow, or canary. The correct answer is cow. What was the name of the doctor that invented the vaccination? Dr. Edward Jenner, gold medalist Bruce Jenner, or Dr. Frankenstein? The correct answer is Dr. Edward Jenner. Who got cowpox but didn't get smallpox? 10 lords a-leaping, milkmaids, or a partridge in a pear tree? The answer is milkmaids. When was the last case of smallpox documented? 1776, last Thursday afternoon, or 1977? The answer is 1977. So, how did you score? Ready to get vaccinated? I will if you will, but I better get one of those lollipops. Until next time, so long. And remember, don't let anything distract you from watching Distraction News.
This has been Distraction News with your favorite cardboard cutout anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Next game coming up. Greetings. Game time. Captain Bones.
Ahoy, matey. Shiver me timbers. Yo ho ho. Look alive, ye lollygaggers. I'm the incredibly dead Captain Bones. I've been sailing the seven seas for an eternity, and I'll tell ya, I'm a bored stiff. The only thing that saves me from going stark raving mad is making up math puzzles using nothing but me own bones. Now watch closely, and just do as I say, or I'll surprise the life out of ye. Just watch me bones. Let me show you what I mean. Can't handle a teeny bit of math? Well, when you've got your own ship, you can do what you like. But this here's a math ship you signed on to. So listen close. Now you know that 1 and 1 don't come to 3. But can you fix her up so she makes sense? Just by moving one of me bones? Trim the jib. We've wind in our sails now. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Weren't nothing to it if you got but 2 fingers to count on. Let me show you a second time. Got it now, you perfume counter-dwelling, powder-puffin' bake-up ladies? Good, 'cause you're to set your own course on this next one. First, let me shovel up me bones. Now, don't be telling me that 16 plus 7 equals 17, or I'll have you peeling spuds for the rest of the voyage. But can you write me bones so as to make sense of things? Remember, you're to move only one of them, just like I showed you not a moment ago. I'm listening to it. Oh, you're not done yet here. All right, here's a clue for you. Me bone you're to move has but a short ways to go. Only one number needs to change. One number needs to get smaller, eh? Stop! 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 Enough already! You fraidy cat dodgeball players! You're obviously dead in the water. Let me show ye. The answer is 10 plus 7 equals 17. You figure watching. Just a salad for me, thanks, ordering hand models. I suppose there's nothing to be done but show ye a second time. Now, get off of me ship, you puzzle challenge softies, and take your curling irons, espadrilles, and complete set of loofah sponges with ye. And don't come back till you show me the math, love. Arr!
Who's got the next game?
Quack, quack, quack.
Thank you very much.
Hey!
Next game on the way. Dirty Pictures.
Cartridge loading. Check.
Radio Scramble.
Good whatever to all you snazzies and razzies. This is your not-so-humble host, Jumpin' Johnny Jumble, or as we say here,
Jumpin' Johnny Blend Tube.
That's because here at Scramblin' Radio, we toss them around and you gotta put them back together. In other words, my name is really
Jumpin' Johnny Jumble.
and that's how it works. Solid hits and flimsy words. And you have to unscramble the letters we'll be blasting your way. Let's get this rocket off the pad and into your heart with the newest blockbuster from the disorganization, Luna Hig.
My friends and me played a prank on my teacher at school. I thought it was funny even though it was against the rules. But when she asked who it was, I just couldn't keep my cool. I couldn't stop Luna Hig, a Luna Hig. That grin was giving me away. Luna Hig, a Luna Hig. There was nothing that I had to say. I couldn't stop Luna Hig, and now I'm gonna
Hysterical. Yucking it up with the disorganization and laughing. That was so easy, it wasn't funny. And now it's time for
Scrambling Sports with Billy Bull.
Thanks, Johnny. Just hot off the sports wire, it's another record for Cram Crummage. In today's game, Cram Crummage hit 14 home runs. The really amazing part of the story is that Crummage only got up to bat 7 times. The umpire thought Crummage hit the ball so hard, he gave Cram 2 home runs for each one hit. That's 350 home runs this year for slugger Mark McGuire. And that's it from the world of sports. Now back to
Jumpin' Johnny Jumble.
Thanks, Billy. Well, before we say nighty-night and put this baby to sleep, here's Rudy Kazootie with Gaginol.
An alien crashed his spaceship right down in my backyard. I tried to introduce myself, but it was way too hard. I didn't know his gag now, and I guess he didn't know mine, 'cause he turned bright green and covered me with slime.
What the heck did he say? Did you figure it out? That was Rudy Kazootie with Language. Did you get that one, baby? I knew that you could. And as this spaceship takes off and heads for another galaxy, this is Sayonara from
Jumpin' Johnny Meatballs.
That's Jumble. Dig it.
Game time in 10 seconds.
Game quality under control.
Real snake, ooh ah. Real snake, ooh ah.
In the dark and mysterious recesses of parts unknown, there resides the strange and riddle-wise creature known only as the Riddle Snake. His music is enchanting, and his riddles are perplexing. So look close and think even closer, 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 closer. The riddle is, what gets harder to catch the faster you run? What gets harder to catch the faster you run? What gets harder to catch the faster you run? And the answer is your breath. Here's another one. Why was the breath punished? Because it was bad. Oh, that was a stinky one. Bye-bye.
It's time for Crashbox Rewind, where we flash back through the show and remind you how smart you really are.
Now, Don't be telling me that 16 plus 7 equals 17. You figure watching. Just a salad for me, thanks, ordering hand models. I suppose there's nothing to be done but show ye a second time. Now, get off of me ship, you puzzle challenge softies.
Edward Jenner, an English doctor, noticed that milkmaids got a disease from cows called cowpox, but never got smallpox. So in 1796, he took a little bit of the cowpox virus from a cow's udder and put it in a person. In other words, he vaccinated that person. This vaccine has been so successful that smallpox no longer exists.
The trapdoor spider catches insects by digging a hole, then covering it. He waits at the bottom of the hole until some unlucky creature walks right over him.
Revolting Slob's cold is contagious. I can't accept his germ-infested handkerchief. That would be unhygienic. Poor Slob.
Well, that's it for now. See you next time.